talking to the board. We've probably all done it. Giving instructions or explaining something with our back to the class while we write on the board. For our students, listening is hard enough without obscuring our words, and if we do this, chances are the students will not catch what we're saying. Last Christmas, I went to Washington, D.C. Where did you go last Christmas, Hemi? Where did you go last Christmas?
I went last Christmas. I went to Washington D.C.
Instead, make a rule for yourself. Every time you talk to your students, you will face them and project your voice with slow, clear speech. If you have to write something on the board, do it before or after you give a verbal instruction or explanation. This might seem like it will take longer, but if you talk to the board, chances are you'll just be wasting time repeating what you say anyway. Why not get it right the first time? Okay, last Christmas I went to Washington, D.C. Where did you go last Christmas, Adelia?
Last Christmas I stayed at home with my family.
Good! Echoing. Often, teachers repeat every single answer students give. Why? Perhaps we feel a need to validate what they said, or make sure the entire class heard the answer. This might seem like a good thing to do, but usually it accomplishes little more than increasing teacher talk time. FF, what did you do last weekend?
I visited my friend.
Okay, good. So you visited your friend.
Yes.
Good. Analia, what did you do last weekend?
Last weekend I went to the mall.
You went to the mall? So good. You went to the mall last weekend. Very good. Instead of repeating a student's response, just give positive reinforcement and move on. If you think the entire class didn't hear, have the student say it again rather than saying it yourself. After all, your students are the ones that need more practice speaking, not you. So, FF, what did you do last weekend?
I visited my friend.
Good. Okay, good. Anelia, what did you do last weekend?
Last weekend I went to mall.
You went to
To the mall.
Good. Noriko, what did you do last weekend?
I'm studying English
Good.
last
Okay.
weekend.
Good. Interrupting students. When we talk to other native speakers, we often interrupt or complete each other's sentences. And this is fine in everyday conversation. But when we do this with our students, while they're struggling through a sentence, it can discourage them from speaking and they lose a valuable opportunity to figure it out on their own. Noriko, what about this knife?
This knife is a sharpener. And
Then this knife.
And this knife.
Good. And Hemi, what about this knife?
This knife is dollar.
Then this knife.
This knife.
Good. And what about this desk, Miriam?
This desk
Is messier than this desk.
Messier
Than this desk. Good. Anelia, what about this knife?
This knife is
Duller than this knife.
Than this.
Good. Good job. So, Noriko, can you tell me about this desk?
This desk
Is neater than this
Neater.
desk. Good. Perhaps it's out of a fear of silence that we finish sentences for our students, but it's bad form and can even come across as rude in many cultures. Instead, embrace awkward silences and let students try to figure it out on their own. If they just can't do it, try to get another student to help them or give prompts to help them along rather than just finishing the sentence for them. So, Miriam, can you tell me about this knife?
This knife is sharper.
Right?
Then is this knife.
And this knife. Good. Good job. Hemi, what about this knife?
This knife is dollar then this night.
Good, very good. And Noriko, can you tell me about this person?
This person is higher and then this person is a lawyer.
Can someone help? Nelia, can you help?
Higher than this person is higher than
This
this person.
Good. So Noriko, one more time.
This person is a higher and this lawyer. Then this Then this lawyer.
This person.
This person is a lawyer.
Then.
Higher than
Higher. This person is a higher than this this person.
Good,
is
that's good.
Okay.
When we're on stage at the front of the class, it's difficult to be aware that we might be doing some of these things because we're so focused on getting through our lesson plan. So here's a useful tip. Make a video of one of your classes. When you watch it, you might be surprised at how many things you were doing you weren't aware of. Maybe you were fidgeting, clicking your pen the whole time, not listening to students, or even giving positive reinforcement for incorrect answers. Since video doesn't lie, there's no better mirror for self-analysis and professional development. One other tip. Don't be overly ambitious and try to become the perfect teacher overnight. Just pick one or two things you noticed in the video that you want to improve and set those as your goal for next class. It might seem intimidating at first, but if you do this regularly, you'll be surprised at how much and how quickly you will tighten up your teaching.